Why does my camera not work? It's my USB camera. Okay, perfect. Can anybody hear me? Please. I see Dina says I'm still here. Anita says now I hear you. Carl says hi, Donna. Bless you all. Oh my God, what an afternoon. Oh my Lord. Anyway, thank you for still being here. I'm going to take a moment to go back through the comments and see if I can find any questions. If you want to repost your questions, that would be super helpful. Just put a question mark at the beginning so that I know it's a repeat, and then put your question, and please keep it to something specific. The general questions take a little bit longer, and that's generally what I do in a private reading. And so I'd like to keep these to just specific questions to try to be of help and be of service to you during the holidays, okay? So I'm going to go back. Oh, hi, Carl. Hi, Vivian. Hi, Linda. Hi, Ben's Chili. Dina. Oh, I'm dizzy, Lizzie. This is awesome. Thank you all for so much for your patience. Paula, I hope you're still here. Joe, I hope you're still here. Lisa P73. It was definitely tech issues. Oh my gosh. Bernadette wants a general reading. If you're still here, try to come up with a specific question, either for yourself or for one of your animals. That's fine. I can't read for someone else's animal because the energetic connection has to be your bond with the animal. So I'm happy to do anything on your animals. S. Jean, if you're still here, please let me know, and I will get to your question. P-Cut, if you're still here, let me know. I will get to your question. Or Paul Cut, P-A-U-C-U-T, let me know. Lori Christine, that's really good that you do the Let Animals Lead method as well. That's really cool. Glad you're here. Elizabeth, how can you help me in the coming month? Oh, wow. Oh, God, just continue to support me if you would, and like and subscribe and tell your friends about me. I've got some new stuff coming up for the new year, and once I get over this little frenzy here, my goodness, I'll be better. Okay. I'm trying to go back to the top to get any of the specific questions. Paula Reveda, if you're still here, that's a tough one. That's any life changes coming up in the next month. Pretty sure that's kind of an easy yes. But if you're wondering about in a certain area, let me know if it's regard to health, relationships, jobs, or anything like that. Then I'll give it a shot. Okay. Thank you, guys. Oh my word. Okay, here we go. Barb P says, "Hi Donna, my cat Dixon. Any discomfort?" Okay, Bogey's in my lap now. We're all set for readings. Here we go. Actually, as I tune into Dixon, what I'm feeling is a discomfort in the abdomen area, in my abdomen area. It's kind of like my lower abdomen, but not so low that it would be like a urinary tract infection or anything like that. It's just, or that I can feel. You know, it feels like not quite as low as it usually feels for a urinary tract infection. So, Barb P, if you're still here and that makes sense, please let me know. Okay. Dina, did our sassy, stubborn, lovable dog China know how much we loved her? Sure, Dina, hold on just a moment. Dixon, before he leaves, is saying, "Love you, Mom." So I've ushered him out. Let me see if I'll get China in here. Oh my gosh, as China comes in, China is coming in like almost like a vaudeville dancer, like da 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 da, kicking his legs, like happy. And maybe this is, I don't know if he had mobility issues at the end of his life, but he's like totally like da, 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 and sending you kisses. Let me just ask him a question. He says, "Oh my gosh, it was such a tremendous loop." He felt like, you had to know how much he loved you, just from the looks he gave you and from the way his whole butt wiggled when he wagged his tail. You were just like everybody in the family he had like a different relationship with. And so with one person, it's like he had a paw on the arm. With another person, it was like, like, wow. So I think this might have been you, Dina, because like mom's on, tail, whole butt wagging. But there's this look of just such sweet contentedness and soulfulness where the dog just is like looking and saying, thank you. I love you. I love you back. That kind of thing. So, Dina, I don't know if you experienced any of those. If you did, please let me know in the comments if that helps. I hope it does. Life-changing event in the next 2 weeks. Okay. Health of my husband. Okay, that helps a lot. Thank you. I would have looked into your energy and not been able to deal with anything specifically with you other than maybe anxiety. So let me go in with that question in mind. So, Paula, as your guides come in, Archangel Azrael is actually with them. And Archangel Azrael is the Archangel of Comfort. He's always there, like for illness, also bereavement. He's actually the archangel that helps people cross over from this earthly realm into the spirit realm, but that's not his only job. So please don't be alarmed about the health of your husband over that. He's there though to comfort family members in times of, if there's illness or something going on. So maybe he's giving, yes, what he's saying is he's here for you and just wrapping his angel wings around you in a time of comfort for anything that you may be going through with regard to your husband. He's very soothing energy, super comforting, like a blanket, like those wings are a blanket wrapped around your shoulders. And what I'm picking up from your guides is that there is some holiday stress going on. But that almost feels like it's like in the background, on the back burner, the holiday stress. But as I tune into your energy in the next 2 weeks with regard to your husband's health, obviously can't tap into him as well, but it's not feeling any more ratcheted up, if you will, than normal holiday type hustle bustle stress, managing that stress management for the holidays. So I'm hoping that that's a good sign. That's what they're giving me, is like, it's not any big change. It's just the usual buildup and the usual kind of let down on the day, on like Christmas Day. You know how after all the presents are unwrapped and everybody just goes, huh. kind of anticlimactic after all the leading up and all the stress of making decisions about gifts and getting everything wrapped and going to all the parties and trying to manage people's personalities. And, it can be a lot. But then you have that letdown. And so that's what they're giving me, is that's what you're in for, Paula, in the next 2 weeks. So I hope that helps. Barb says he's a cuddly fuzzbud. That's awesome. And Dina says she was so proud, paralyzed. Well, not anymore. Yeah, she is now back to her invigorated, totally restored self. So I hope that helps. What a great little Christmas gift to know that, she's fully restored. And I want you all to know, if you've heard me say this before, please bear with me. For anybody who hasn't heard me say this before, they will be there for us. When it comes our time to cross over, they will be there to greet us, just along with all of our people relatives. Our love relatives, our dog relatives will also be there to greet us. All the key beings that helped make life so wonderful or so life-changing, or, helped with our evolution here. They'll all be there to greet us when we get to the other side. It's just happened to me over and over and over that they say this. And my mentor, Danielle McKinnon, also teaches this, and she's done thousands more readings than I've done. So I think you can take it pretty much to the bank, that you will be greeted with a welcoming party like you're not going to believe. So Barb says, thank you. He has lost weight, but eats like a piglet. Okay. Thanks, Barb. Next, let's ski. I'll go to Carl. May I hear from my spirit team for guidance this coming days? If y'all could try to be specific, Carl, I'm going to give this a shot, but if y'all could be more specific with your questions, it would be helpful. You know what, Carl? Your main guide is like saying, like, settle down, slow down. It's okay. Like, hands are on your shoulders going, it's okay, man. You're doing the best that you can. And that's really all Spirit asks of us, is to get up and give it our best every day. The animals in your care know that you love them, know that you're doing your dead level best to care for them. I feel like they're saying, like, your employer understands that, or your employer feels like a boss, understands that you're doing your best and you're managing as best you can. So if you're putting yourself under some additional added pressure to try to be more or do more or somehow have more during the holidays, I'd let that go. The whole message from your guide, your main guide, is saying, just take yourself off the hook, Carl, and enjoy the season. This is a time of abundance of love, hope for the future, and a time to, reevaluate everything that's gone on this year and point your compass in the way that you want it to go for next year. Start thinking about how you might want to redirect or start new things in the coming year. That's what this season is for. Hope and forward movement. Thank you, Carl. I hope that helps. Lori Christine says, I'm still here. I'm going to keep going down. La Luna says, hi, Donna. May I have a message from Mittens, my surrogate kitty, now in spirit? Please and thank you. La Luna, Mittens comes in and she's got this lovely fluffy energy, but kind of spunky. Like, she could be stubborn and she could be willful and she could, like, put her independent act on, but really deep down inside, she, like, is a real softie, a real snuggle bunny. Just wants and craves that attention, but sort of held people away out of that. I think she had maybe been abandoned. It feels like abandonment issues that she had had. So I hope that makes sense for you. But she's like super happy to be called in. She's like, hey, you know how it is like when they call the names for the contestants on The Price is Right and everybody in the audience is going, hi, mom, hi, mom, hi, mom. That's how she's doing. So I hope that helps. So, God, that's great. Christina O says, hi, Donna. Does Poppy have any messages for me about how to help her with the upcoming birth of her litter? Let's see what she has to say. What she's showing me, Christina, is like making a nest. I don't know if you have any like rag towels or old sheets or anything like that that might be comfortable for her to make like a nest for her babies. She wants to do that whole, the pawing thing, the pushing it around, the getting it ready to get her little nest ready to have her babies. Oh, she's feeling so full. For those of you who don't know, and in the interest of full disclosure, Poppy is a Shih Tzu and is expecting, it turns out, 5 puppies here like around Christmas time. So if anyone is in the Portland, Oregon area and would like to inquire, I'm sure they're going to be adorable. Poppy is black and white, and the daddy dog is like a caramel color and white. So I expect that they're going to be just precious and so adorable. Both Shih Tzus, obviously. So what else does Poppy have to say, Christina? I'm feeling within her, as I tune into her body, some anxiety, like a little fear around this. So there's, I think extra snuggles might be in order, to just comfort her, stroke her, and tell her she's going to do fine. She's going to do great. She's going to be a great mom. Let her rest while you just put the energy of your loving hands on her a little bit every day. Just a couple times for a couple minutes every day to just kind of reinforce that positive intention that she can do this and it's going to be fine. And the puppies are going to be fine. And you're going to be fine. Christina, you're going to be fine too. Yeah, that's all I'm getting right now. But I'll be glad to tune in again before Christmas on the next live if you want to see if she has anything else to say. Thank you, Christina. Venus says hi. Hi, Venus. Paula says thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Suzanne Flamsholt says, I haven't seen my daughter in 2.5 years. Will she pick up the present I sent her on her birthday? I'm sorry that's happening. I'm sorry you're having to go through that, Suzanne. Let me just tune in to see. I am getting that she's not in the area of where you sent it. That could be that she's not in the area of where you sent it today, but might be back. I mean, and I reserve the right to be wrong. Not all of us are 100%, but right now, the energy that I'm getting is that she is not in the area of where you sent the package. So we shall see. But let's not give up hope. Let's set an intention for her to come back. Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you for the question. M. Dizzy Lizzy. What a cool name. Thanks. Hi, Donna. My poodle Buddy has chronic ear yeast infections. I have to wash, clean, and put meds in his ears daily. He is not cooperative with this daily regimen. Does he know I'm helping him? Let's tune in to Buddy. Buddy comes in very proud, very alert, wants to be playful, just doesn't quite have it in him to be super playful. But the energy is like he feels like he's younger than he is. And when I ask him about his ears, it's like he understands that they feel better after you do whatever it is that you have to do, but it's still uncomfortable. It feels really weird. I don't know if there's some of that, whatever that liquid or oil or whatever it is that you put in their ear gets down in the ear, but that doesn't feel very good. And so it's really, we'll say not normal, unnatural, uncomfortable. So he would like to be a good boy, but it's just weird from his point of view. And another thing you can do with him, and this is me talking, is the same thing that I said Christina could do with Poppy, and that's just hold him and snuggle him and love on him, and just let him know that he's been a good boy, and thank you for letting him do his ears, and he's going to feel better in just a minute, and that kind of stuff. That this is all for him to feel better. Yeah, they just love that loving, and sometimes it really does help make the difference. And maybe over time, by the time you get to the end of the regimen, he'll be kind of okay with it. Oh, I'm glad, Dina. Thank you. That means the world to me to be able to be here. I thought I was going to lose my mind when I couldn't get through. So I'm going to go a little bit over time. And if you guys want to hang with me, that's great. But I'll try to get to, as many readings as I can. Paul Kett says, so many small losses this year and feel it is only preparing me for something much more significant. So much heavy grief for something yet to come, could use some guidance and understanding. Okay. Let me see. I feel like you're in like an evolutionary cycle where you think you're ready to up level, and so your guides are sending you opportunities for you to reinforce your intention to change your perspective and handle things in a new way. And it's like, are you sure kind of situations where you could stand by your intention to take care of yourself and to move forward. And from what they're telling me, some of these losses have been things that will kind of naturally shift and go in a different direction or fall away as they no longer serve you at your newer, higher vibration. So as we up level, our vibration rises to a new frequency, and it's a new higher frequency. And the higher our frequency is, the more we start to attract, other things at that like frequency, other good things. So it's almost like some of those lower frequency circumstances are coming in to say, stay down here a while, wallow around in this for a few more rotations. At least what this feels like. It's comfortable, it's familiar, and it's time to say, no, thanks anyway, I'm moving on, and go ahead and let it fall away. I do feel like that as you move forward and think about your life in terms of self-care and what you can do and moving forward with your own positive energy, a positive intention for whatever comes, and let the universe know you're ready to receive all the blessings they have to send to you, and thank you in advance for having it all lined up. That goes for any of us going into the new year. Always, always. Anytime you connect with your guides or your angels, or you're just talking to the universe, just say, I know you've got this worked out for my highest good, and thank you in advance for having it all worked out. Sometimes our highest good involves a little bit of pain because we don't normally learn through the good times. We learn through the painful times. So there may be some of those skin, knees, and elbows as we learn, but we get up and we keep stepping. We keep stepping up that evolutionary ladder, and we keep going one step at a time going forward. So I hope that helps you, Paquette, because I do feel like there's something significant coming, like a shift, like a change, like a real physical change in your life. It's a move of some kind. I don't know if it's a moving of a job or a moving of a house, but there's a movement coming up for you in 2025. So I hope that helps. And hang in there, because you are doing good. They wouldn't be sending you all those temptation little things like, are you sure? And all those little losses if it wasn't part of the growth. Okay. So thank you. Leah says, hello, dear. Hi, Leah. It's good you're here. Gina, hi. I'm glad you're here. Gina says hi to everybody else in the chat. Leah says, hi, I'm late. That's okay. So was I. Long story. We won't go through it again. But I'm listening, and I ask my next job, how does it feel? How does my next job feel? Ooh, that's a cool question. Let's see what your guides have to say about that. There is a female guide coming forward from your guide team, and she is saying this one is going to feel like you have the opportunity to step into your own, that you're going to be given a little bit of latitude in this, because you're going to show that you're a team player and that you want everything to run smoothly, that anything that you've been given charge of, you want it to run smoothly and you want to do well with it. And that there's going to be a really positive response to the initiative that you'll be showing. So you're going to be giving a little more latitude. This might even be like a little bump up after not too long on the job. And that's going to feel really good inside. A little challenging, but challenging in a good way. You know, because it shows that that you're respected enough to give you that extra latitude and that extra opportunity to grow with them and to grow within yourself as well. So good luck with that. I hope you keep us updated and come back and let me know how the new job actually does feel and how it goes. But it feels empowering. I think that's awesome. Jennifer Parr says, hi, Donna and lovely community. Yes, y'all are awesome. Do you have insights into the intense dreams I have? Sometimes my dreams are so scary, I wake up saying Jesus is my savior and grab all the rosaries in my home. Yes, let me get with your guides and get with your angels. And the angels are saying, call on us, bring us in. You know, as you're going to sleep at night, you can ask for a band of angels to encircle your home, to encircle your room, to guard you, and to keep nothing but high energy coming your way, to remove the low energy. But what your head guide is saying is that there's this, like, you're having these experiences in your dreams so that you don't have to experience them in real life. It's a beautiful blessing in a way from spirit, and that you don't have to endure this. You don't have to go through this panic, this feeling of impending loss, or being separated somehow in your dreams and not getting what it is that you're going for, or people not understanding you. And this is happening in your dreams so that you can be mindful of how it is to communicate responsibly and to adjust your expectations to meet reality, so that you don't have to experience what's happening in your dreams are extreme. And as long as you adjust your expectations and moderate your pace a little bit, they're saying, you won't have to experience these things in real life. So I hope that helps you. I know it's especially true. When they say this, it reminds me of what happened in a reading like a couple weeks ago, maybe not even 2 weeks ago. I was reading for this person who was also having bad dreams, and they were a person in recovery, substance abuse recovery, and they kept having dreams of going back out and using again and getting drunk again. And it was so humiliating. These dreams were awful. And, just waking up in a cold sweat going, oh my God, and almost feeling like they had gotten drunk and gone to bed drunk or something. But realizing after they got fully awake in the middle of the night that they were sober, they were still sober and they were okay. But these dreams were coming to them in their sleep, so that they could process that and process the letting go of that in their sleep, so that they didn't have to experience it in their day-to-day. It's kind of a similar thing. Yours may not be around substance abuse, but it may be around letting go and that moderating your pace thing, and maybe adjusting the expectations like they said. So I hope that helps, Jennifer. Man, that's got to be awful. I have a hard enough time getting a full night's sleep. I have angels and guides waking me up, and I have to keep something by my bed to take notes. Otherwise, I can't get back to sleep. But it's like I hear words or I hear phrases or somebody's name, and I have to write it down so that they'll let me alone and I can go back to sleep. Usually when that happens, then one of the dogs has to go outside. So I'm up for a few minutes. I don't know what it's like to sleep 8 hours at a time. Anyway. Gina M says, is it in my highest good to reach out to my aunt and dad? Please and thank you. Hi, Gina. Oh my gosh, what's being shown to me is and it's coming in hot, just like this, just like an open card. I don't know if you have an ability to mail them a card, but I would send them a holiday card and with your good wishes and your hopes for their well-being. And I'm seeing a phone number. So if you're open to receiving a text or a phone call from them, you could put your phone number in that card. But that is a very soft and gentle way to not make yourself a target, but to let them know that you have their highest good and their well-being at heart. So I hope that helps you, because your angels just almost flew it into me. So pretty cool. I hope that helps. Ben's Chili says, should I fire my current design engineer? Oh, holy smokes. You know what? I'm feeling like there's a write-up involved and a line item by line item, pardon the expression, come to Jesus meeting, just come to the table and this is how it is and this is what is not meeting expectations. And then they're going to either shape up and get with the program and start showing some respect for the job, respect for you, and respect for the mission and purpose of the company, or they're going to self-eliminate and you won't have to fire them. They'll move on, which is if they are going to leave, that's the best possible scenario. As an employer, you don't need to be worrying about having to pay unemployment. If they quit, then there's nothing to it. So, but that's me talking. So anyway, I feel like they're going to self-eliminate, but it's sort of like you're not going to take any more of this substandard is standard kind of behavior. Substandard is not standard. Substandard sucks, and that's not what they're getting paid for. So, yeah, I would just say call them on it and have it written so that both of you sign it at the bottom. And if it doesn't feel safe, you can have a third person in the room too to witness. Joe Lombardi says, any message from my beloved Bella, my sweet dog who had such a tragic ending with bone cancer? Let's see. Bella, when Bella comes in, this tail is just swishing like you would not believe. And she's even come in, tail wagging, sitting down energetically in front of me, tail still wagging. And she's making a reference to a holiday, something that she had that you let her wear, you had for her, like a holiday collar, a holiday bow, or a holiday, something that she had that she wore. Does that make sense, Joe? Ah, now she's saying it's Rocky. The dog is coming through saying that there's something that they wore. No, maybe it is Bella. Good Lord, I should read the whole thing. Rocky passed with bone cancer. Bella was the dog who passed with Cushing's. Bella's asking about the collar. Let me tune into Rocky. So Rocky is showing me like walking upstairs, walking downstairs, walking around, walking, lots of walking, and really in the sunshine, running, like running across a park or a green space, a large green space, running over. So this is his way of saying, he feels like he's fully restored. Let's see if he has a message. Hugs to you, Mom. Hugs to you. So I hope that helps, Joe. He's fine. He's having a blast. He's running around, walking around, checking things out. I don't know what the upstairs and the downstairs is all about. Maybe that makes sense to you, but I hope that does. Please let me know in the comments if it does. Hi, Donna. This is from Venus. The dog Ronan at my caregiving job had a seizure on Friday. First time I've seen an animal have one. They said it was the longest one he had ever had. Do you know what could be the cause? Well, he is not your dog specifically, so I may have a hard time getting him to give me permission because I have to have permission of his actual owner. But I will do my best. Let me see what comes in. I'm feeling kind of a fuzzy headedness in my head right now, like the synapses are not making contact. The thoughts processes and the motor skills, and they're going like this. They're missing. So there's something neurological going on. I know that's really shocking to have to watch and witness, and I hope that helps. I know I had a dog that had congestive heart failure and started having seizures toward the end of his life, and it was just, in his case, it was part and parcel of the process of his organs starting to slow down and not function as they should, and it was coming upon his time to say goodbye. But what it feels like to me in this case with this dog is like something neurological, like it's just things just aren't clicking together the way they should. So I hope that helps, Venus. Vivian says, I love that name. Message about my cat, Bedford. Will his asthma and weight issue improve? Please and thank you. Let's tune into Bedford, Vivian. First of all, I've got to ask Ronan to step aside. Sorry, Ronan's hanging out. There's a whole process that goes on within my energetic office and my mind's eye, right? That I have to escort some out the door if they don't automatically leave on their own, and then escort the new animal in or the new person in. So let me just see, or the new guide team. So as Bedford comes in, I'm feeling like there's a difference in the air, like a shift from like dry air to moist air. And that somehow is helping the moisture in the air. I don't know if this makes sense for you. And with this newer feeling of recovery, of feeling better, that as he feels better, the eating will get back to normal. Like you'd be able to put kibble down and leave it, and that Bedford could find it and eat little bits at a time rather than wolfing one big meal at mealtime once or twice a day. So I hope that makes sense. Christina, oh, this is Poppy with the puppies. Thank you, Donna. They are actually due much sooner than expected. Oh my God, 3 or 4 days. Holy smokes. Oh gosh. All right. Wow. You'll have to put a comment in YouTube or somewhere and let me know, how things go. There really are 5. I can't believe it. Carl said I fell asleep on my reading. Oh, bless your heart, Carl. Let me go back. Your guides were saying, take it easy on yourself. As they're back. They're like, I said, take it easy. Like your main guide has a hands on your shoulders. Like, if you're trying to be more or do more, like during this time, during the holiday time, to let that go and just do the best you can. Then that's all they ask. This is all your guide team is asking. This is all your angels are asking for, even at like your job or whatever. I feel like everybody understands that you're doing the best that you can do. And that I just got goosebumps. So that's the gist of what they said. And I know it's really early in the morning for you there. So I really appreciate you being up in the middle of the night to try to hang in there with me for a reading. Christina says she is spending a lot of time with Poppy. And, oh, that's good. That's good. And I appreciate you too. Christina says she will be in touch and keep us updated. Yeah, I'm sure we're all pulling for you and pulling for Poppy. Yep, here. Sending love to your dog and her puppies, Christina. That's from Vivian. Carl says, thank you. Did my reading while I was asleep. Yeah, 4 a.m. there. Amazing. And I hope you are back awake and you got that message, that repeat message. M. Dizzy Lizzie says, thank you. A-Dub says, could you tell me if my little old dog is okay with his body and collapsed trachea? Okay. When I tune into this little dog, as this dog comes in, I'm feeling like there's also a back issue, like some of the vertebrae, like the disc, that cushion in between the vertebrae has deteriorated, in some cases disintegrated, and so it's just bone on bone, and that's goes from being achy to being painful when there's nerves running down the spleen as well. That can be painful. The collapsed trachea has, slows down the process of, doing things. But as long as he has like a harness now instead of a collar, and this is me talking, he should be pretty fine with the collapsed trachea. He should be able to live a good long life, or to come to his other end or his natural end. That won't be a cause of his passing, it doesn't feel like. But I do feel like something in the bones is an arthritis, or some degenerative disc in his lower back, like down, like where the back feet attach to the spine, down towards the tail. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, let me go back. Ajeb says, yes, no collar harness. He's a sweet boy. Yeah, he should be okay in the collapsed trachea. Won't hinder him. It just slows him down a little bit with some of the processes of breathing and eating and all that. And Jennifer Parr says, Christina, love to Poppy and puppies for a safe and easy delivery. Good Poppy girl. And Adub says, yep, on the back. So you're welcome for the readings. I appreciate it. Vivian says, dry food is his favorite. I think that was Bedford. Oh, God, I want to say. It says, thank you. It's an awful thing to witness. Those seizures, Venus, I'm sure they are. It's really jarring. And Vivian says, thank you. Okay. Good to know. He's addicted to the dry food. It might be okay for him to just live on dry food. She gives him moist food twice a day and dry food too. Wow, you're a good mom. Spoiled animals. Dry food is his favorite. You're welcome. You're welcome. So it sounds to me like I've tried to get to as many as I can, and I really apologize for being late getting started, you guys. And I thank you so much for hanging in and for being here with me today. And I will be back one more time before Christmas. Probably also going to be next Saturday. And I'm going to get a new computer between now and then. Here's my angels and guides having it delivered and set up in time. So this is just getting to be too much. My keypad doesn't work on my laptop, so I have to have, a keypad plugged in, and then my camera doesn't work, so now I've got a camera plugged in, and today I had it still didn't work, and I thought, oh my God, the adjacent camera is broken. And then we had internet. And when you live on a small island, it doesn't take much. A boat can knock into a bridge and it'll knock out internet to every island down the Keys from there. So who knows what happened, but I'm sure Xfinity will let me know at some point. So thank you all for your patience. I hope you're having a really good holiday season, all in all. And I will talk to you soon. I'll see you back on the channel. Bye for now. Thank you guys. Love y'all.